Hey guys, what's up? Darcy here at 6 Strings 9 Lives, back for another ranking video. Today I'm going to take a look at all 6 studio albums from Bruce Dickinson, all his solo works away from Iron Maiden, ranging from 1990 all the way to 2005. Hasn't had a solo album in 15 years, would absolutely love to see another one from Bruce. And I've heard rumblings that he does have one finished, ready to go. I don't know if that's entirely accurate, but would be cool if that was. Anyways, you all know this guy. 6 really good albums here, and I'm just going to kind of show you whatever, worst to first, in my opinion, what I like personally. Some pretty good shit in here for an airline pilot, I must say. Anyways, well, let's get started. I'll try to show you a couple of things at the end, another band that he was in. But hopefully this is, I don't take up too much of your time. Probably try to keep this to about 666 seconds maybe. We'll see. Okay, let's get started at coming in at number 6. Originally, this album wasn't even supposed to be a Bruce Dickinson solo album. It was supposed to go by the name of Skunk Works, but the record company wouldn't have any part of that. They wanted it released with Bruce's name. Coming in at number 6, but not a bad album. There's some great stuff on here, but it's almost in the alternative, little bit on the alternative side, a little grungy at times. It's got a great mixture, really. But here is Skunk Works, Bruce Dickinson's 3rd solo album from 1996. Check out the tracks. A couple of my favorite: Back from the Edge, Solar Confinement, Meltdown, Strange Death in Paradise. Definitely, if you haven't checked this out, give it a whirl. It's different, but good. So that's number 6 from 1996. Coming in at number 5, and you know what, some of these are so close, but I honestly like them all, and some better than others. But coming in at number 6 is coming in at number 5 is Bruce's first studio album, where he was still with Iron Maiden, and this came out in 1990. This is Tattooed Millionaire. This one is just more on the less metal, more hard rock, some more mainstream sounding, really good. This one was produced by Chris Sangrides. May he rest in peace. You know him for, I personally, the 2 albums that come to mind that he produced is Anvil's Metal on Metal and, of course, Judas Priest Painkiller. But Chris produced this one. At the time, future guitar player for Iron Maiden, Yannick Gers. Tracks that I really like on here, there's some great tracks on here, but my 3 favorites are Tattooed Millionaire, Born in 58, actually 4. I love the song Zulu Lulu, and this one ends with a really cool track that I really enjoy called No Lies. Coming in at number 5, Tattooed Millionaire. I just really enjoy Bruce's solo stuff, whether he was in Iron Maiden at the time or not. He just went, when he did leave, he wanted to explore some, other avenues of music, whatever, but some good stuff. All right, so where are we at? We're coming in at number 4 from 2005, Tyranny of Souls. This one probably would be some people's, I would say, number 3. But this one and the next one, to me, they're both different. This one's really quite heavy. It opens up heavy. Abduction, what a song that is. And it ends just as heavy on the song Tyranny of Souls. So this one's from 2005. This album was mostly, all the music was, I would mostly say it was written by Roy Z. And this happened when Bruce was on tour on the Dance of Death tour, and he wrote all the lyrics. They put this album together and released it in 2005. Also check out the tracks, Kill Devil Hill, awesome song. Navigate the Seas of the Sun, and Devil on a Hog, kind of a, you know, like a motorbike type of song. Coming in at number 4, Tyranny of Souls from 2005. And I had said, you know, some people would probably like to see that one at number 3, but this one, I don't know. Sometimes it gets shit on for no reason. It is a really good album. You know, the cover's nothing fancy. And there's a bit of a story behind this cover. If you know the album by Anthrax called Stomp 442, that was the intended cover for this album. Bruce Dickinson, Balls to Picasso, coming in at number 3. So if you didn't know that, that's look at that cover, and you know that cover if you know Anthrax. But yeah, it was intended to be this. The original title of this album was supposed to be one of the songs called Laughing in the Hiding Bush, but was later changed to Balls to Picasso, and they made this bathroom wall, couple balls on the wall. Anyways, coming in at number 3, Balls to Picasso. I think this one might be overlooked in the Bruce Dickinson solo, in his solo works, but check out some of my favorite songs. 1,000 Points of Hate, great song. Laughing in the Hiding Bush, excellent. Change of Heart, that is a really, it's kind of nice, slow ballad type of song, really good. Love Shoot All the Clowns, and then wraps up with an absolute masterpiece of a song called Tears of the Dragon. So coming in at number 3, Bruce Dickinson, Balls to Picasso. This one came out in 1994. So that was basically his first solo album away from Iron Maiden. And, you know, at that time, he also made a connection with Roy Z. And, you know, the name Roy Z worked with also, I don't know about Fight, but he definitely worked on the Halford stuff with Rob Halford. Great guitar player, great producer. Now, getting down to these last two, I would say, if you haven't heard these, first of all, go get them. And I would also say that a lot of people say, well, I'd take this one over that one. Really, it might as well be a tie for number 1 because they're both that good. But I do like one just a little bit more, and I will show you that. But definitely go and pick these up. If you're wanting stuff that is kind of Maiden-like, heavy, and these two albums even feature Adrian Smith on guitar, some killer solos in this on these albums, some Adrian Smith, Bruce Dickinson collaborations. You just can hear all that in here, but excuse me, definitely go pick these up. Coming in at number 2 from 1998 is The Chemical Wedding. Like I said, you're really splitting hairs on these last two, but these are the two most metal albums, and Tyranny of Souls also. And I would say what this one has over or different from the next one is if you really listen to this one, there's more groove in this one. You can hear hints of it throughout the album, and whereas the next one, I'm going to show you the number 1, just more metal. But of course, there's lots of metal in this one. So this one is, yes, like I said, coming in at number 2 from 1998, The Chemical Wedding. Oh, just a great album. Check out Chemical Wedding, that song. The Killing Floor. What a song that is. Jerusalem, The Alchemist. It just goes on. And there is Adrian Smith, Bruce, Roy Z. Awesome album. Coming in number 2, The Chemical Wedding. All right, and that just brings you one. There's one left, and you might recognize some of this artwork. This is actually a Derek Riggs cover. Coming in at number 1 from 1997. And I guess my favorite overall Bruce solo album, Accident of Birth. Derek Riggs cover here. I think this one's kind of chopped off a bit. They kind of tamed down this cover a bit. But this is actually what it looks like. He's popping out of this guy's chest. And believe it or not, this is jokingly by Derek Riggs, known as Eddie's son, Edison. And I think that's pretty cool. I know when you get into solo work, it's not always, thematic, but wouldn't it be cool if Edison was on every Bruce cover? That would be also, yeah, pretty nifty. Anyways, this album, just killer. What I noticed about this album too is and having Adrian on this album, you definitely can tell he's there. The guitar tone reminds me at times, not throughout always, but the guitar tone reminds me of Peace of Mind, one of my favorite Iron Maiden albums. Excellent stuff. Check out the song, just anything. Star Children, Dark Side of Aquarius, what a tune that is. Man of Sorrows, so not to be mistaken with The Man of Sorrows, that was on Book of Souls, different song. The Magician, Road to Hell, great album. Produced by Roy Z, and of course he's in the band too. Pretty cool. I'll see if there's some more Derek Riggs artwork here. No, not in the middle, but pretty cool. Here's my original CD. It looks a little different. This is the original North American cover. And just probably a little more calmer, no blood. Man, how times have changed. Anyways, number 1 from 1997, Accident of Birth. So let me know in the comments, are you, if you're a Maiden fan, I would imagine you'd be a Bruce Dickinson solo album or solo works fan. Let me know in the comments a few of your favorites. Also, definitely check out these 2 Samson releases, Head On, Shock Tactics, great stuff. And yeah, we went over a little over 666 seconds, but that's okay. Thanks for stopping by, and until next time, stay heavy.